The average person spends 7 hours a day staring at a screen. That's almost half your waking life. And sure, screen time has only gradually increased over the years, but the type of content we're watching, way worse. Shorter, faster, more addictive, and more mind-numbing. And yeah, I'm not immune to it either. I catch myself scrolling for no reason, closing and reopening the same apps like a fucking robot. And you probably don't even realize what it's doing to you either. Because whether you like it or not, your screen time is changing your brain. The way you think, the way you focus, the way you feel. And not in a good way. So in the next 3 minutes, I'm breaking down exactly what screen time does to your brain and how to take control before it hijacks your mind. Part 1. How screen time is rewiring your brain. The first thing you need to understand is your brain wasn't built for this. It wasn't designed to process endless scrolling, dopamine hits every 5 seconds, and constant stimulation. And I know this because I catch myself doing the same thing too. Closing one app, opening another, and getting hit with that constant dopamine drip. I fucking hate it, but that's how it's designed. What is dopamine really made for? Dopamine isn't just a feel-good chemical. It's a motivation and a reward system. It's designed to push you towards real effort and survival-based goals. Finding food. Dopamine drives you to hunt, gather, and cook. Seeking shelter. Dopamine wants you to build and secure safety. Social bonding. Dopamine rewards human connection. Reproducing. Dopamine keeps the species going. And learning and problem solving. Dopamine fuels curiosity and mastery. It was never meant for endless scrolling, chasing likes, or binge watching Netflix for 5 hours. And yet, here we are. Dopamine was meant to reward effort, and now screens give you dopamine for doing nothing. Social media, dopamine hit for every like, comment, and notification. Endless scrolling, dopamine hit every new post. Video games, dopamine hit every level up. And porn, dopamine hit with no real human connection. Your brain doesn't know the difference. It just registers dopamine equals reward. And I know for a fact that I'm not the only one who feels like their attention span is cooked. I sit down to do something important and I suddenly feel the urge to grab my phone for no fucking reason. The worst part, half the time, I don't even enjoy it. I put my phone down and think, why did I even open that app? And that's how this shit works. It's not even fun, but it's addictive as hell. Part 2. Why is this a problem? Number 1, it kills motivation. Your brain already thinks it's achieved something, so it stops pushing you towards real, meaningful tasks. Number 2, it shortens your attention span because it trains your brain for instant gratification. This makes it harder to focus on deep work, conversations, or long-term goals. Number 3, it makes real life feel boring as fuck. Everything feels dull because it doesn't give instant dopamine like your phone does. Number 4, creates an addiction. The more you chase easy dopamine, the more you need even higher stimulation to feel the same pleasure. And I know this because I feel it too. Even just watching a movie feels harder now. I find myself reaching for my phone just halfway through. This isn't just about screen time increasing, it's about what it's doing to us. Part 3. The physical toll on your brain and body. It's not just mental. Your screen time is literally changing your brain's structure and your body's health. Number 1. Your sleep is getting wrecked. Screens mess with your circadian rhythm. Blue light tricks your brain into thinking it's daylight. Your body stops producing melatonin. Scrolling at night, that's why you wake up feeling like shit. And I know this because I do it too. Lying in bed, tired as hell, but still scrolling. Next morning, regret every time. Number 2, your brain is shrinking. Studies show excess screen time reduces grey matter density, the part of your brain responsible for decision making, impulse control, and problem solving. The more you scroll, the harder it is to think critically. Number 3, it's draining your energy. Your brain is always in alert mode, overstimulated. You feel tired all the time, but you still struggle to shut off at night. Part 4, how to reverse the damage. I'm not going to tell you to quit your screens completely. That's bullshit. We all use screens, including me, but we can use them differently. Number 1, limit yourself. Set yourself limits and actually track it. Clear your head, go for a walk. I don't do enough either, and it shows. Number 2, sit in silence for just a minute. It's uncomfortable, right? That's how you know your brain needs it. Number 3, get real life dopamine. Move your body. Exercise naturally triggers dopamine. Create instead of consume. Write, build, make something. Do something that sucks. Chores, yard work, something that actually feels like an achievement. Number 4, do a small screen detox. Just take a break, 1 hour, an evening, a full day. I promise, it won't kill you. Part 5, the bottom line. Look, I'm still figuring this out too. This is not a problem you fix once. This is something you manage every day. The average person wastes years of their life staring at screens. Years. And I don't want to look back and realize I spent a third of my life drowning in bullshit. So let's fix this together. Be aware of your screen time, cut your usage even by just a little, replace mindless scrolling with something that actually makes you better. Now drop a comment and tell me, what's the one thing you're doing to take back control?